Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. We are here with episode 250, which is a quarter of 1,000 if we ever get that far. But first off, I'd like to say, you may notice from my voice I'm still a bit stuffed up and everything, but I'm feeling well enough where I'm able to record. I might just sound a bit different from the normal, just because, as I said, I'm a bit stuffed up. But yeah, we should still be able to get everything sorted. Another thing you may be able to notice is, well, a few things actually. One, we have a VIP bonus XP bar thing down here, which is nice. It also is thanking us for being a VIP, and we also have a gold Hobbit gift ready, which is a weekly thing, and that is because it being the 12th today, it is the last day, I think. It's weird, they say it's the 13th in one case, but they're also saying it's the 12th in another, but it should in theory be the last day to, or close to the last day at least, to get the, all these things here, which is the Steed of the Eldar skill, which basically means if you are VIP between, I think it was the 6th of February and the 13th of March it's supposed to be, you can get a mount. So here we have an exclusive mount. I guess we need to go outside to see it. I actually haven't got on it yet. As you can see, I've literally just logged into this account and got given it, basically. Okay, so we're outside then, and once everything is loaded in, don't know what's going on there. No, my names are on. Okay, I just thought these guys would have names. I don't know. Maybe it's just Bree being weird, but let's see what the Steed of the Eldar looks like. It's looking pretty cool. So this is a 68% speed and a 250 morale horse, which basically means it's as good as all the other ones we have, except this one, which is 62% speed and 200 health, and this one has only 200 health instead of 250. But as I said before, that doesn't really matter too much. So that's that. We also, you know, get some War Steed stuff when we get to War Steeds, which will be really nice. And we also have our multiple Hobbit gifts of the day, well, and of the week. So we'll open our silver first. Let's have a look. It is a combat run speed boost, and let's see what our gold is, which generally should be better. And a big pile of silver scraps, 1 gold and 400 silver, and things are still loading in. How nice. And another thing on top of that is that we have a ton more space in our inventory. This is, I think, 115 slots at the moment. So, yeah, I'm going to fill this up fairly soon, I can guarantee. But, yeah, that'll be nice, and I'm kind of annoyed. I feel like I need to just buy them 5 more so I can get that. So I'll have to get a few more LOTRO points for that. But that's all the, like, VIP stuff. That's all nice and fine and dandy. But what I want to do today is, because it's 250, and it's kind of a cool episode number, I want to go and do some deeds. Now, I said in the episode 249, I said at the end of that, hey, we'll get onto the epic quests as soon as we get back. But then I realized, hey, it's 250 next. Maybe we should do some stuff. And with being VIP, it does mean now that we can go to all these areas like Rivendell and stuff like that we actually have now while we have VIP. I'm not 100% sure if we keep them after VIP, but I bought VIP for 3 months, so it shouldn't really matter too much. We have 3 months to get everything sorted there, and then by that time I'll probably just get another 3 months or another 6 months or however much I want to bother paying for. But yeah, I thought what we do is we can go do deeds now, and I thought, what better place than the Lone Lands? I know we already had the Lone Lands, as evident by the fact that we have deeds here and we, you know, had everything unlocked. But because we've done Bree Land, we've done the Shire, and we've done Ered Luin, the next one here is the Lone Lands. So I think it's fair enough that we go over here. How many Slayer deeds are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think that is. I could just... Nope, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Yep, so there's 8 of them. So what I think will be fair is go around there, also do some exploration stuff, go to Lone Lands, and do that thing. We have our swift travel over there, and I also have on me a, wherever I put it, a 90-minute Slayer and Skill Deed boost. I have 3 left of these on this character. I have a lot more on my other characters, so not a big deal there. So what we're going to do today is we're going to start off with some exploration stuff. So Defenses of the Lone Lands, we'll add that in. We'll also add, where is it? This one. And there is another one which we haven't unlocked yet, which is, oh no, we've already done the Grimfens. Okay, fair enough. And then Weathertop Exploration is the last one, so we need to find Ekkad's Soul. So, what I'm going to do is, similar to how we did D-Freak on episode 200, if you haven't checked out that video yet, I think it was like 2 hours 45 minutes, something like that. Maybe I'm thinking of a different video, but it was over 2 hours, I know that for a fact. We basically did a similar thing where we went through Breland, the Shire, and Ered Luin. I think we already had Ered Luin done anyway. That said, we haven't done Sarnor yet, so that actually, but that's later on, so that doesn't really count, but we will eventually have to go back there. So what I'm going to do is cut to doing all these, so I'm just going to cut when we go Osladen, then the Lawnspan, and etc, etc. We'll skip to each of these, and then we'll just go and do maybe a time-lapsey thing of doing some Slayer deeds. I'll actually have to check in how I did that last time, but it'll probably just be a sped-up version of us killing enough stuff to do Slayer deeds. So yeah, I'm going to find Osladen, wherever the hell that is, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, so I got here a little bit before I thought I would, but basically we just got the Lawnspan, which is this thing. In fact, I actually didn't realize it was this early because I went down this area and went across here, didn't get it, and then I thought, oh, I'm just going to have to travel over here, and I guess I didn't realize I was traveling that far and didn't start recording. But that is the Lawnspan. I know it's the second one out of the two, but that is because Osladen, is it Osladen? Is like there. So we're going to basically, I'm hoping this will actually give us like a path to that area. I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, it looks like it does. It looks like it just goes straight up to here. So we can just go into here and get Osladen, which is like here-ish. Which is weird if it is where I think it is, because then in theory I've never been in this part of the area, which I swear I have. But apparently not. But there's Defenses of the Lowlands done. And we also just got to ally with the Egglane. And now our next one is Kindred. So having a quick look at our reputation, Egglane is here. We are 403. I don't know how we got that. Maybe from killing enemies that give us like 1 each. Or 3 each, I guess. Or 2 each. I don't know. 2 wouldn't work. It's not an odd number. Anyway, but we have to get 30,000 now. I don't know what the Egglane rep items are, but I'm sure I could just get a ton from skirmish camps if there are any, because I mean we have basically 24k marks, and that shouldn't be an issue for us. But you never know, we might get at least a bit from all these, or we will get a bit from quite a few of these, which will be nice. Like this one gives us 500, so we can actually reduce the amount of those items we're going to have to get. And on top of that, we are going to be getting stuff like confidence from Garth Agawen exploration. And the reason that's good is because, as some of you might know, for the longest time we have been running with only 2 trait points, and the reason, or virtues rather, and the reason for that is because the 3 here were unlocked, but by having VIP now, these are now unlocked, which is awesome. And same with these race ones, and same with all these down here. So we're actually not going to be using any more LOTRO points to do that, and I think that's a really good thing for us. And I need to re-look into virtues, what virtues are on my actual main hunter, so that we can start focusing on getting those, because that's why we're doing the deeds also in the end of the day, is to get these, you know, virtues and traits and race things, so that we can just generally give ourselves a boost and stuff, because otherwise, you know, what's the point? And also just getting 20 LOTRO points just because for getting ally and then also doing another deed, so that's always nice. So now we need to go find... It might be actually just a good idea to get Akkad Sul first, since there's only one of them. But yeah, I'll go find out where that is, go to it, and then we can do Garth Agawen exploration, which is surely... I have no idea where that is. Up here. I thought so. Yeah, there it is. I knew it was there. I just didn't read properly. So yeah, I gotta find this place. It's Weathertop exploration, so it's just gonna be over here most likely. And I'll see you in a second. Okay, then, we should be coming up on it now. It's roughly around the E-ish of Weathertop, or Weather Hills, rather. So, assuming everything goes to plan, we should be there sometime. Yeah? Nope. Okay, we're gonna really be this awkward, are we? There we go. Not really much of a landmark, I guess. But I guess that's my reason. That's my excuse, okay? Even though I thought then, oh, there's a big rock there. It's probably there. Okay, so that's that done. 5 more LOTRO points, 500 more rep, and 30 more marks, which means we are up to 24,021. Pretty damn cool. And obviously, as I said, some more rep and some more LOTRO points, which is good. We're at like 1,600 because I got my extra 500 from being VIP for the month, which is pretty cool. So what we're going to have to do now is I'm probably going to go back to Osgurth first, travel all up to Gath Agwen, if that's how you're supposed to say it. And we have 4 more places to do. Spring of the Red Maid, I remember, is like the most awkward to find. For me, at least, it took me forever. I think it's technically part of an instanced area, which I could never get past. But I feel like that was on my main character when I was like super like lower level compared to this, because it was a few years ago where I wasn't taking leveling as seriously. And I just was kind of doing crafting and other stuff before really focusing on my character. So hopefully, I'm going to research into it just in a second as well, but we should be able to hopefully get into that. I will double check since I have the time, because it's going to take a while to travel from here to here. So we're going to go to Osgurth and... oh, someone's being looked down to, or looked down on. God damn it. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to travel back to Osgurth, go up to there, and... hopefully, this all works out. I like this place a whole lot more when people aren't attacking you, but we should be coming up, in theory, on the first place, which is the Outer Gates. I'm hoping. The map isn't like 100% great at, you know, it's on this map, so it's a bit more difficult to see in some cases, but I'm pretty sure it's this area here, because it looks like there's a campfire place. Oh, we apparently have a quest. To continue with you. Okay, I'm going to continue that one and then hold on to it. I really need to finish the quest in the Lowlands, to be fair. That is another part of the deeds. I don't know if we'll do that today. We might, because, I mean, these are what... Having a look at these are level 32, 30 levels away from us. I think it should be pretty easy for us to take care of them. But, on top of that, that's... that area, and then the other 3 areas we need are here, here, and here. Gath Agwen Gate, or Gath Agwen Gate is here, then Ivar's Crypt is right up here, and then Spring of the Red Maid is down here. And looking at the Spring of the Red Maid, I might be mixing it up with a different one that I tried before, maybe when I was trying to go into this instance area, it was like I was completely doing the wrong thing. It's entirely possible, because it says that it's to do with a quest, a normal quest, and it would say instance if it was an instance quest, I'm pretty sure, and also a challenge, so it might be part of the challenge, but I'm not sure. But having a look at here, let's have a look. This place is such a maze, it's terrible. Right, I'm gonna just go up to Ivar's Crypt if I can find it, because it's the closest one, and it's probably a better idea to do that now. So I'll see you at Ivar's Crypt. And hopefully... oh, this might be it. Maybe just try this with 20 levels above, or 30 levels above, however. So, maybe. Yeah, it looks like this is something we're gonna do. Okay. So yeah, okay. So I think then I was correct with the Spring of the Blood Maid being a instance area. Like, this is a challenge one. So I think that's it. But I must have done this like a super low level, probably had terrible gear, because I remember it was me and a friend of mine. We were in a fellowship. I don't know if that would throw up it to be a more difficult. I assume it would, but at the same time we were both like... I can't remember what level we must be. We must have been like level 30 if we were still in the lowlands or something. Because this is a level that 32 quest. We must, like, I'm just clearing these guys out so easily. I must have been such a low level that I was having so much difficulty with these. Either that or this is one I did super easily, and then, oh, the, I messed up. And then the other one is like super maybe difficult. But I don't think it could be. Because this was back when I still had a hunter on my... it was my main character. I think. The only other characters I had before then was a Lawmaster, and my very first character was a burglar, but that didn't last. So, yeah, I'm not sure. But it was so long ago that maybe I was like level 30. Because I spent like ages not actually leveling up and just doing like side stuff that probably wasn't giving me experience and stuff like that. And I don't know. It must have been something. But either way, at least we're taking care of everything now. I also don't know which way we're supposed to be going for any of this. And it's not going to help that that's... Can you open? Do you open? No, you can't. Okay. Do not destroy... Oh. Something's attacking me. Oh. A twisted arm is here. Do not defeat Ivar, the Bloodhound, without destroying his banners. Do not destroy others. Despaired, Banner White. And, oh, these guys are going to be a pain. And do not destroy Ivar's Ruffled Banner White. Oh, okay, so it does open. It's just, it was being super awkward. Okay. Right. So these are probably going to be the majority of this episode, especially if I do any Slayer deeds, which I probably will, because again I have like a nice map showing like this is the best place to do this and etc etc, which is always nice. I don't even think you can find these maps online. I'm pretty sure that these are now... I downloaded these from a Dropbox for because they were put up because the website went down, so I don't actually know if you can find these anymore, because I think that Dropbox link might have been taken away as well, so that's interesting. But I think there's another... I think someone's doing some new ones. I'm sure I saw someone, I can't remember off the top of my head who, is apparently doing some, did one for the Shire. So I can only assume they're going to carry on for the rest of this. And these are a bit outdated anyway, they're not even got any of the new zones in it, so... Eventually they'll cease in their usefulness. But yeah, if we do Slayer deeds, like I didn't do them in episode 200, I don't think. I had a quick skim through earlier while going to this area, and I don't think I actually did any of the Slayer deeds because they were the like lower level areas where I think I'd already done them. But I think I'll just do the similar thing with what I was saying I'd do, which is just like, hey, this is us killing this enemy, and speed up through it with a bit of music behind it, and just so it's kind of like proof we did it, even though proof would be the counter, like on the side saying, hey, you completed this deed, and yeah, just proof, and also just, you know, some substance, I guess, to add to the episode. Right, okay. Sarah Oakart, oh no! This is the weird thing about coming back and doing these, is we know who Sarah Oakart now is. Or this version of Sarah Oakart, I'm pretty sure. Because Sarah Oakart, I think, was an actual person beforehand, and then, you know, Amarthiel, the whole thing with Amarthiel. Oakart's Plight, are you just another quest that's just randomly here?
We must hurry, young one.
Escort her to safety. She probably wants me to escort her to Ivar's thing, and then Ivar's just gonna like open up and... Where's Sarah Oakart gone? Where? What? Oh, she's run off. That's not very nice. I don't even know how you did that. Just magically went through a gate. Pretty sure it wasn't even open. Don't know what happened. Surely if we just like... This is one of those things like... Back with like Modern Warfare 2 where people were killing General Shepard or whatever his name was at the first thing. Surely like we could just let her die and everything would just not happen. It's always a weird thing. Like you kill the enemy who's actually pretending to be a friend. It's weird. Right where you left it, and now I'm gonna get locked up with more twisted arms. The only bad thing about the twisted arms here is we don't have enough to just kill them with our quick shot. Like that's only 233 to 336, and these are 585. So I am having to use my my focus skills to actually do anything useful. 700 reputation. What the hell did I get that for? Optional objective, decayed. Ooh, that's cool. Kind of had to do that. And Slayer. Oh, we also did a Slayer deed. To slay many gaunt men. Nice. So I was correct. There were 8 in total. Okay, That's not what I wanted to do, though. I wanted to find my way to Ivar's tomb. Not help you out with whatever the hell. So I'm gonna just follow the enemies and assume they know what's going on. Because we just came through there. We could just gone back. Like, every enemy was already cleared out. I guess you had to pick up that thing, but... Where's that, Oh, this is like a nice, cool enemy thing. Yeah, I was gonna say as well, where's that, where's that quest gone? The one that's like... Why is your health magically back up? Oh. Let my wounds cool. Do I have to just kill you guys first? That would possibly make sense, and I'm annoyed if that's a thing, because otherwise he just went up 17k health, and I wish I had that ability. We're also gonna die if we don't get this guy super quickly. Come on. You're same health as me. There we go. The way to Ivar is now open. Oh. Fair enough. Where is the way to Ivar, though? Oh, I assume that way. Right, so... We actually just got something quite cool out of that. We got quite a few items, which, again, we have so much inventory space now, it's actually quite cool that we get all this stuff. Useless to us, pretty much, because the level, but we got an adamant shard out of that, so that's pretty cool. Right, so I'm also going to say, apologies if there's any, like, cuts that aren't, like, warranted by me going to a different area. Again, I'm still a bit ill and sneezy and stuff, and I don't want to subject you to the loud sneezes that I'm doing. But let's quickly do this. Let's have a Daleman's Cram. Because that makes sense. And then we can go do Ivar. So we basically have to not... We have to defeat Ivar. He has the same as the other guy. But we have to not attack his other dudes. His what's-his-faces. His whites. Banner whites, whatever. Which I think heal him, potentially. But because we're 30 levels above him, I'm hoping that we don't need to really worry about that, and we can just sort of... Unless he heals. If he heals, then whatever. Oh, no, fine. Cool. Only thing is now, oh, we got an egg lane token. We'll have a look at that in a minute, actually. Yeah, the only thing is that these guys are gonna wreck our health. But... Assuming everything goes well, there we go. So I want to quickly check as well. Ivar's crypt has been found. For some reason, well, I guess because we're in an area like this, it's not showing. But we defeated Ivar, which is fair enough, which means I think we can get out of here now. But let's quickly do that. I got an egg laying token out of that. Let's see if we can find it. Egg laying token, we have 2. So, I don't actually know what they do. We can even have a look quickly. Brooches once... Oh, okay. Don't let me read. Brooches once worn by warriors who fought against the... that name. When they fell under the sway of Angmar's foul magic. These are now These are now an item collected and highly prized among the Egglane, which is obviously who is... here-ish. So, let's not worry about that. Encounter travel. Right, let's now find Garth Arguin Gate, because that one should just be a find it thing, and then the other one, Spring of the Red Maid, I think is another challenge thing, so we're gonna have to deal with that one as well. I also need to find my way out of here. It's a bit disorientating. So I'll see you over there. We also got, Glint, which is alright, but we also got Ivar's Banner as a taxidermy thing, I've just realized. So we can go down here. We have now 2 taxidermy things, Ivar's Banner, or Ivar's Banners, even though we have 1, and an undamaged winter worm corpse from Forakel. So, yeah, as I said, I'm going to find this gate, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, I was wrong, apparently. I'm assuming, at least, because here on the map, pretty much, like, right in front of the very edge of our arrow here, is where, apparently, Garth Arguin Gate is. So, considering this says Garth Arguin, or Agawen, or whatever you're supposed to say it, I'm gonna have to assume this is another case of us having to go into an instance area.
The ruins of an ancient
This guy's talking. This is the one where I had issue. I remember, and I think it's because everybody comes to attack you. This is the one where I could never get past. Now, I'm sorry I'm talking over the guy. I normally don't talk over the guy talking and introducing the whole thing, but we're not here for the story particularly right now. We're here for we need to get these things. So if we ever come back here, which is eventually the plan, because in the end, this the plan overall is to complete every single quest, deed, etc., etc. In the end, like we'll just go back and mass complete these things, like day after day. Like one day we'll come back and just do every quest in the lowlands. We'll just do every quest in thing, especially later when we actually have the ability to unlock all those. Like Breland still has a few high level quests I think that we can't actually unlock yet, so we have to wait until we can do this. But you know, the point is eventually to not be staring at grass, but to complete all these, and we will have to come back and do this properly, which will be like this will be part of a different quest. I think that's how it works. It'll be like, hey, you need to go do this instance to complete, or this challenge to complete this thing. Another thing we have to make sure is that we add this to tracker, or at least hold it like here, because the other one I feel like we went to the crypt and then didn't realize for ages, so we will have to keep that up just so we know. Right, I know we don't have to take everybody out as well. I know when I did this, as I said, with my friend who we weren't the highest prepared in the world, we tried doing like sneaking past everybody, but now we have pretty much the ability to. I think it's best for us to just like do what we can, defeat who we can, especially in a second, because there's Isilde and whoever the guy over there was, Edan. They are going to be an issue. Let's just take this guy out before we click on them. They're 20k health each, and they're both going to attack, and if they attack, then the other guys are going to be like, hey, there's an enemy there, we should probably do that thing. So yeah, we want to make sure that we're prepared for this, which is why I'm going to eat my food. Oh, we have so many items. It's weird having this much inventory space. It kind of throws me off almost. But we're going to eat our food. We're going to have potions on the ready. We might even add the +5 hope things, even though I don't think we're getting any dread at the moment. But that would give us 105% experience, or morale, technically. And maybe we'll even have a you know, some fortifying food as well, potentially, considering we have, like, vitality ones here and stuff like that. So, we'll have to see, but just waiting, and as I said, or as I have said before, I'm pretty sure the Downman Crams are pretty much beating everything in combat morale-wise, for ages, even though these are, like, level 50, superior ones and stuff like that. They're both 20, yeah, they're both 20k XP, so, or health, rather. So, I'm going to set a trap for this guy. They both have bows, which kind of sucks, so we just need to kind of... I don't have a sword. That's kind of an issue. I don't even... No, I don't have my bow either. What? I know it's because I was knocked out, but I actually couldn't use any skills. Maybe it was just delayed before that happened. This is why I need, rapid fire? Generally? Because rapid fire is just great. It allows me to just spam focus skills without even caring. I'm gonna try this drawing strength. No. I don't like this. Oh my god! 360 health. Oh, that's terrible. Right, I'm gonna set up a campfire quick. Actually, no, we still have cooked food, and that's gonna give us an extra 3,584 non-combat morale regen per minute, so... What's it up to at the moment? 6,500 while not in combat per minute, so we should be fine. Right, so we have the brother's chest. Let's quickly do that. Let's search it and see what we get. A arc stone, which is that a... That is a level 32 thing. It's bound to us though, which is kind of annoying because otherwise I give it to my runekeeper for when he eventually gets to level 32. I need to really focus on that guy. He's not been getting much love because I'm still new to runekeeper and stuff. I might have accidentally saved Lawmaster, but okay, so we can just get out of here now. That's fine. I'm not really going to spend too much time on these. As I said, I'm not going to complete them until they come up, sort of thing. But like, this is what I mean. Like, I'm level 62, and I nearly just got wrecked by those guys. I was on 360 health, and I had to use fortifying, or not fortifying food. I had my my cooked food. I also had a potion. I also, or would it be a potion? Extract, I guess, is technically the word. And I also had to use, rejuvenation potion as well. So, very close to having a bit of an issue there. But I want to quickly check, is this... No, that's not where I need to go. It's not the Orbitorium. So, what I'm going to have to do now is find out where Spring of the Red Maid is. It's, like, here. So we might actually have to go do that one, because it looks like it might be. So I'm going to double check on that quickly. If we have to, I'll go and do it. If not, we'll find out where we do need to go. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, so I quickly just found out that Spring of the Red Maid is also in this instance, which is lovely. But also one great thing is because we have just recently completed it, we can actually now come back into it. And, you know, I didn't have to go through any of that stuff. I could just walk up because, you know, it still knows that I beat it. So what I'm going to try and do here is, Spring of the Red Maid is... Oh, I remember this. Like, I remember, like, ages ago when I was doing this originally, we had to take a break because, you know, I had to go do something. My friend had to go do something, and we just, like, I can remember just AFKing up on here, like, looking over him, like, something's going to attack us, even though we killed every single enemy. I was like, something's going to respawn. Something's going to kill me. Yeah, I just remember these times. It was weird, and I don't... Like, now that I've seen it, I'm like, oh yeah, of course it's, like, Spring of the Red Maid's here. But, yeah, it kind of just didn't click for me a second ago. Because it said it was in the place called Fortress. It was, like, Garth Argwend Fortress or whatever. Which, obviously, this isn't called that. But it is Challenge and Naruhel. However you're supposed to say it. I'm very bad at pronouncing things in this universe, I guess. That's just me, I guess. I'm going to chalk it up to still being slightly ill. So, I think it's up here. I'm pretty sure it's up here. So we just have to take out these guys. And I'm so glad that the way the instances work is they remember that, like, I think it's for a few minutes afterwards. It, like, remembers that, hey, you've been through here. I'm not going to make you redo it again and again. Which I guess in some cases is great, but also in some cases for some people it's probably quite annoying because it's going to be like, oh, hey, we can get this item super quickly, but it won't reset the instance or whatever until we 100% complete and stuff like that. There's probably some instance where you can go get a super cool item, and if it didn't reset, or if it did reset, you could get it multiple times over really quickly, but I'm not sure. Oh, I also remember this. Everything's coming back. Memories. What we're gonna do? We're gonna do this. If I need to eat food, I'm going to run away and then eat food. But I think with this guy being 20k health and there's only one of him instead of two, I think we should be okay. So. And I also have this. I also need to use barbed arrow more because it actually slows them down. In our case right now, it's a minus 10% run speed. But when that gets upgraded, it's going to switch out we're going to switch out quick shot with it because it's generally better. It adds focus still. It's a bit longer induction. Oh, there are two of them. What? I'm gonna eat food. There's two of the same guy, so I don't know if that's just like an aberration or something like that. I don't think that's the correct word. I think it might just be like oh, this is a bit of story. Yeah, it looks like it is. So I'm still gonna take food, just for the sake of, like, I probably should. I'm just a bit worried because this guy has health and this guy has health and stuff like that. But maybe this guy just exists in some other area and that's why. You guys better not attack me. Oh, you don't have health. I'm okay with that. I really have to hope my cooked food doesn't get run out just before we're able to do anything. Look at that laughing animation. It's great. It does look alright. It just seems weird. I wonder how much money we're going to get out of this. It looks like we're actually going to get a decent amount of money out of this, I'm pretty sure. That went on for so long, my trap disappeared. How long is it? Is it duration 1 minute? Okay, so that I thought it was like 5 minutes for some reason. Maybe I'm just mixing it up with my cooked food, but... See, this guy's already... Oh, okay, have 201 health and just do that thing then. Oh my god, there's so many. What are you doing? Come on, guys. You better not heal because of this. You're still there, which makes me worry. Again, I remember attacking this guy, and I remember, like, battling him. But I don't necessarily remember the whole outcome. So, there could just be a surprise for me around the corner. Like this guy coming around and healing. Sure, I'm gonna do just in case. Told you! I bloody told you. He's still got the same amount of health. It's just he's got some more mud crawlers around, which we can take care of after the fact. Once he's down, there we go. Now he's dead. I told you I didn't trust him. We're actually getting some like pretty cool items. It would be pretty cool for like the level we're at, but they're all bound to us, which also really sucks. Like this is not great, especially compared to what we have, but I would be pretty happy with it at level 32, I think. If it was relevant to my character, that is, as well. I knew something like that happened. I don't know what I have to do here. But I know I'm going to get out of here, because we're now done with Garth Ogwyn exploration. Can we not do that? Because... Does it just not let us leave? Because... we're carrying an engraving. What's going on here? I don't want to go in here because I know I'm going to have to battle someone. I don't need to do that though. So I'm just going to have to like wait for the engraving to like sort itself out. Oh, I could just do that. Apparently I could just abandon them. I never realized that. I've never had to, I guess, so that's why I never realized. But yeah, looking at this, we're actually getting a decent chunk of money. Plus this 1 gold, 400 silver thing from earlier. Okay, so that's all done now. The exploration deeds should be now completed. Deeds of the Lone Lands is completed. Complete Explorer and complete Tales of the Lonely Road final deed. Which means we have done all the quests we need to. Not all the quests in the area, but enough quests where we can get the completion of that. Now we have to go and do our 7 Slayer deeds because we completed Gauntman while we were doing the other stuff. So only 7 to go, which is kind of nice. So what I'm gonna do is this is like I'm just gonna do one after the other. I think we can add 5. I'm pretty sure, which means we have 2 left over, obviously after the fact. Yep. And I'm gonna just do these in order. But what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna go into my other character and I'm gonna send myself over instead 3 Slayer boost, Slayer deed accelerators instead of Slayer and Skill deed because these are a bit rarer and a bit more difficult to get. Obviously, and I would prefer to give myself 3 of those, which I can use, like, if it only takes me 30 minutes, then it's going to take me 30 minutes, so I can use one of them and have 2 spare, instead of having 60 minutes of, acceleration left. I'd prefer to have those in physical item form, where I can be like, oh, just have them back. So, I'm going to go back to, Ostgarth. I'm going to log out. I'm going to send these over to my character again. I think I'll just hold on to it for now, send it back later. It's in my vault anyway, so I can put it in my vault later. But I'm going to take those, I'm going to send those over, 3 just in case. If it gets to 90 minutes, then whatever. But I really kind of doubt that. I think it's going to take like 45, but that's just me kind of randomly guessing. Just because it's not from 0, especially like Boglurker, we only got 1 more until we have to do that. I know Boglurkers might be a bit of a pain because I know there's only like 2 areas for them, but I don't think many people are on at the moment, so I think we should be alright with doing that. And again, Slayer Deed Accelerator will speed everything up. So I'm going to go quickly do that, and I'll be straight back, and we'll start with Boglurkers, because we've only got 1 left until it's advanced, and this place here is literally, you know, Circle of Blood sort of area is where we need to be killing them, because that's where they spawn. And also, if we really need it, it's up here as well, but I'll focus on here, I think, for the meantime. But yeah, I'm going to quickly do that, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, so we're back on this character now, and a cool thing I remembered is now, again, whilst we're VIP, we can actually access our mail while out in the field. I mean, we're right next to Oscar, it wouldn't really matter, but we can just access it whenever, which would have been really great when I was at Condom, where there are no mailboxes. But no matter, we now have those 3, just to make it kind of more efficient, and really, if I'm going to be using these, I'm going to focus on doing the ones for skills, which, if you didn't know, it literally says that unlocks the daily skill deed limit for the length of the effect. So, with all characters, you can use a skill, and it'll be like, hey, use this skill X amount of times, we'll give you some LOTRO points, and we'll give you a virtue and a trait point or whatever. Or do these 3 and you'll get a trait point from doing those. But they have limits on how many you can do per day, especially stuff like, I think, trap here, or set trap, you can just do it one after another, pretty much. And it will have a limit. It'll be like, oh, you can do 100 per day. But this actually unlocks that, if you didn't know, which is pretty damn cool. But these don't. These are only Slayer deeds. So what we're going to have to do is come into here. Now, the only issue is, you may not know, but bug lurkers, while this is like the best place, generally don't, like, the problem is they're pretty well hidden. Us as a hunter, it's a bit easier because, you know, we can detect them and stuff. But as you can see, there's one here. I'm actually going to take this guy out without the Slayer Deed Accelerator just to have the thing done. But, yeah, that should have auto-added, right? Yeah. So, but the problem is, like, this one's going to take a while, because there are not too many running around. So we need to kill 30 in total. Hopefully that's fine. I'm also going to be killing these things. Because I want to open up all spawning spaces and stuff, and generally just everything like that. So what I'm going to do is, I'll pop one of these on, we'll do a little time-lapsey thing, and I'll see you at the end of it. And then after that, I guess we're going to Cravens, whatever. And the best place for that looks to be fairly close, potentially. It looks like a decent place is over here, so we'll have to have a look at that. So yeah, before anybody comes along and steals these, I'm going to go do that, and I'll see you in a second. And here we are with our final one. There we go. Bog Lurker Slayer Advanced is now complete. And in fact, I kind of went against this place, but I actually think it's, you know, it is better than the other place near the Circle of Blood. I don't know why I didn't go here first, even though I remember this place does have a lot of these guys on a lot of trees. But I think actually this now means that I have I have that obviously on this character, but I don't actually have that on my main character. I don't have, I'm pretty sure, Bog Lurker Slayer Advanced completed on my main. Which is weird, because it's one of the only things which I have done on this character and haven't done on my main. The only other thing I can think of the top of my head is have the Cave Claw Masked Horse. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the only thing that I can think of right now that I have on this character that I don't have on that one, which is weird to think about. There's probably other things, but you never know. But now what we're doing is we're going to have to travel all the way over to here-ish. right by this sort of peak, and apparently this is a good place for cravens, which we have got 6 more to do for the, obviously, the normal one, and then I'm assuming, because the way it works, it'll be doubled for when we get to advanced. But these guys are kind of all over the place, like spotted all over the place, so I'm hoping this is just a case of like, oh, you know, there's just a high density in a small area sort of thing. Because as you can see, like, dotted all over the place, these guys are here, and same with wargs and stuff like that. So I don't think it's going to be a case of, like, with the bog lurkers, where they are very rare in where they are. I don't think it's going to be a case of that for these guys. Like, I think it's going to be... This place is probably chosen because there's so many of them in such a small area. It's a good place to look. But now there are 2 other places that I can see that people suggest. Well, actually, 1... No, 2. Okay, so there's one which is, like, right here, which we saw when we were running around there. Actually, I don't think I recorded that bit, but either way, there's quite a few around there, and there's a few apparently near Weathertop. So, do I have to kill you guys as well? I might as well just kill whatever I see at the moment, because all of them have slay deeds on them. Except you. And we can't even pick that up. God damn it. So we have Craven the Slayer Advanced, which is nice. Are we in the place? Yeah, we are. And there's a lot of wargs here as well. But hopefully a lot of these guys. So what I'm going to do, as I said, I'm actually just going to focus on everything here. But obviously, well, I'm going to kill everything here, but focus on Cravens, obviously. Goblins and stuff, there's probably better areas for these guys. And that's why this place hasn't got like 4 numbers on it saying... Go here, go here, go here for these deeds. But yeah, I'm going to kill everything here because it is going to help out with wargs and stuff like that. I'm not going to complete them, obviously, too quickly, but yeah. I'll see you in a second. Okay, so what I thought I'd do as well is, because we kind of dried up that area, apparently up here, well, as I've said also, Cravens are just sort of spotted all over the place, and same with the wargs, and same with the goblins and stuff. It's all, are they goblins? No, they are orcs, okay. For some reason I mixed the 2 up there in this area, but, yeah, because, you know, they're so, those 3 enemies are so common across the board here, what I thought I'd do is, go from here, which is where the Craven area was, which we kind of dried out, to here, apparently, with the Tornstones, which are apparently a decent place for wargs. And obviously, just traveling from A to B there is also a great way of getting all of these, so much that we're actually nearly done with Orcs Advanced, which will be pretty nice, because that means we can actually hold all of them in our inventory, or in our tracker at one time. And also spiders here as well. I know this entire thing is supposed to be sped up, but I just thought I'd explain sort of what my plan is here. I'm just basically going between areas, and since, you know, they're so common, you know, these 3, and now 4, I guess, because the spiders are appearing, because they're so common within, you know, just the lowlands as a whole, I think it's just a good idea to be doing this as much as we can anyway. So we're on advanced on all of them at the moment, and then final one after this is going to be Troll Slayer. Troll Slayer being a bit of a weirder one. In fact, so much that I just remember. Yeah, it's down here. So that one is kind of its own beast, I guess. So we'll focus on that one completely separately. But for now, I'm just going to speed up again. We're going to be doing all these orcs. Actually, I'm going to speed up straight after we get orcs done. Which means I'm going to get to 19, which means 1 more, and then none more are going to show up at all. Except we've just landed ourselves in an area full of them. Please don't kill my last guy. Please don't do this to me. And... boom, Orc Slayer Advance is done. Let's bring up Trolls and Troll Slayer. And, yeah, I'll start speeding up now. I guess I don't need to kill Orcs anymore. And I'll see you in a little bit, once we've all sped everything up, and yeah. Okay then, so Kraven Slayer Advance is now done. Warg is super close because we just went to the Warg, like, den area, which I actually remembered existed, like, as we got there. But now we have to go do... Well, Goblins is super close, Goblins is here, so we could do that, which is always nice. Spiders are also down here, and also Wargs. So it looks like, actually, this is a very good place for us to start going into. So I'm going to get on my horse. But our three main ones we're focusing on, Goblin, Spiders, and Wargs, are all here. Look, there's even a Goblin. Let's go kill him. It's the most cheeriest I've been to kill something in this game. But yeah, we can come through here, do 3 deeds at one time, which is always good. And again, these 3 are on advanced, so everything works out there. Spiders is going to be a little bit longer, but we also have another area for spiders as well, if we need it, especially one near Oscarth, which is good, because we need to go back to Oscarth to get down here to get trolls, so we can go to Oscarth. It's around about here is another spider area. Let's make sure we actually got these stairs. Do that. Because they, as you can see, they have 20 out of 120, 76 and 69 for goblins and wargs, so we're gonna finish those well before we finish the others, or before the spider one, especially considering the area we're in. So yeah, we're also getting quite a bit of a reputation from these guys, 12 each, and that will eventually, you know, add up, which is pretty interesting. I don't think we'll get to kindred just by killing, but you never know, it might happen, especially at the kind of or the amount we're killing them as. You know, 12 each is eventually gonna add up at some point. If not, we'll just buy rep items, which is the plan anyway. But yeah, once again, just gonna speed through here, kill the goblins. I think it's priority first because we're closest. Then we'll go find some wargs, which is fine, and then spiders are down in this little pit area here. And oh, wargs are finally turning up, so that's good. Right. I'll see you in a second after these, you know, goblins and wargs are done, and then we'll start on spiders. And this guy should be our final one. There we go, Goblin Slayer Advance is now completed. Wargs, oh god, I'm getting stuck on stuff. Wargs, apparently are up near where we are. It's a bit further up here, it looks like, so I don't know how... Oh, isn't it up here? There's an area I know which is like full of wargs and full of like ancient stuff that you were supposed to pick up for a quest. It might be over here. Because I went over here with a character a little while back on his stream, and I remember such a thing happening. I'm pretty sure it's over here. Let me just quickly check. I know it went down an area. This looks like it. Yeah, here we are. Here we are. So this place has a lot of this rubble stuff, which is part of a different quest. Anorian rubble. But it also has a ton of wargs running around, which is good, and especially since we don't even have to speed this up, which is good, because 3 more kills, and there we are. We will have our deed completed, and then it's on to spiders, which is going to be fun. I'm not sure. I don't think there will be enough. I don't think there's 50 of them down there. So I don't think that's going to particularly work. You were a lynx. I don't think you counted. No, you didn't. Oh, you're a wolf. You're not even a warg. Okay. I thought you were a lynx. Oh, I was wrong on both accounts then. There we go. Warg Slayer completed. Advanced. Now we have to go back all the way up here. Go up to get some lovely, lovely spiders, which will be interesting. And then we have to go find some trolls, and it's going to be a 40-80, which actually I don't think is too bad. From what I remember, but I could be completely wrong. So I need to make my way back. I think it was this way. Pretty sure it was, yep. And throw myself in this sort of hole chasm thing and kill some spiders, which is going to be fun. So we can just pretty much just run down here. Start from pretty much the center. And spiders galore. Right, I'll see you after spiders are done, hopefully. If this area isn't done, as I said, or if this area isn't enough, which I don't think it will be, we'll go over to... Oh, someone's here as well. I'm going to run this way. If it's not enough, there's a place right next to Oscarth, which has a pretty high amount of them, and there's also another place suggested for this, so we'll go over to there if need be, which I think it will be, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, I'll see you after Spider Slayer's done. And there we go, Spider Slayer Advanced is now completed. One more to go, Troll Slayer. And if you didn't know where we were, we are right here at Amon Ross, right next to Oscaroth. So if you need some spiders, there you go. So we're going to go quick. I always right click, it's supposed to be left click. We are now going to go all the way down, right into Harlow, right into this foresty area here, because that is the only place in the Lowlands that I can see from the map I've got, and to my knowledge, I have, you know, explored the Lowlands quite a bit, having done these deeds before. Obviously, the Bog Lurker one I said I haven't fully completed, but I've done some of. That this is the only place, to my knowledge at least, and to the knowledge of this map, which is telling me, like, at least the best places to go to, the best place for trolls, and, as I said, to my knowledge, the only place for trolls. Maybe there's some other area that I'm unaware of, that I you know, just by chance have never by chance just never been to, but, yeah, we're gonna go down here, because best area, and we want to get this done quickly, even though we have 23 minutes to do this, but we are going to have to go from 7 to 40 and then 0 to 80, so in total we have to kill 40 for the advanced, because obviously divided by 2, and then we're going to have to do, let's assume we're on 6, because we're still going to have to do that extra 1. That would be, my math is failing me, 15, 16, 17? I think. So, 57, I think, is how many we're going to have to kill in total. Whether or not that's correct, I don't know. My math is probably not the greatest. And again, I'm using the excuse of I'm ill-ish to, if I'm wrong in any case. But yeah, right down here, generally, you know, through this passage. I don't know if we can see one straight away on this side either. Don't know, but here's one. There we go. 2,000 health, a bit more of a, you know, difficult enemy to kill, but nothing we should really have too much issue with. And we're gonna have to kill, as I said, 57 of these ish to complete this. So hopefully there's enough of these guys, and they respawn frequently enough that this works. I think I just saw someone running around, so hopefully they don't get rid of the guys. And yeah, we are going to do this. So I'll see you once Troll Slayer is completed. Well, rather, when Troll Slayer Advanced is completed. There's no real point in stopping in the middle of the two. So, when that's done, we'll also have completed Slayer of the Lowlands and also Deeds of the Lowlands, which will be pretty cool as well. So, as I said, again, I'll see you in a second after this. Okay then, so these two guys should be our last, and the thing I'm, like, it felt super fast, this entire thing, and I don't know if it's just because, like, it just feels like that. Well, actually, we're gonna have to go back to Oscaroth pretty quickly to sell our stuff, because we've now got these in our pending. I don't know if it's just a case of it feeling like it's fast because it's, like, the last one, or if it's because, like, their respawn times are seemingly really, really fast. It might be because that might be like the only place that they spawn, so the spawn rates are just generally more higher. I don't know. It just felt like they spawned really fast, and I was never really without any, unless I went like the wrong way. But what we're gonna do quickly is we have quite a lot of stuff in our inventory to sell. Gonna just quickly put this on everything from the event that I can see. Make sure that we're not selling any of that stuff. I'm also going to hold on to the scroll cases at the moment, because scroll cases are always nice. And I'm having a bit of trouble on some of my other characters actually obtaining any, so any that I can get are always useful to have. And obviously this scholar thing as well. And we'll just quickly have a look in sale,
Greetings.
if there's anything particularly we want to keep. Adamant shard, that is one. can't trade the Arkstone over, so that's not really too useful for us. There are a few cases where we could probably get, like, trade over Halibars. Actually, sorry, I can't do that one. Stuff like the, let's say, Dwarf Steel Shoes of Fleetness. Send that over, but it's probably not really worth it, and if I'm leveling up through that area, I'll get these shops anyway. So, yeah, that's 2 gold, 815 silver, and 9 copper, mainly due to the fact that we should be selling our big pile of silver scraps. Without that, though, it's one. That's basically the same. So we'll sell all 40 of these items. Also going to undo that one and sell that as well. We're also going to bring in all this stuff, which is going to be even more. Let's do that. Make sure we're not selling our sturdy steel key, and that is another 589 silver, and 25 copper, which is always nice. Sell that as well. 30 items. So we sold about 70 items in total there. Well, actually 71, because we added the big pile of silver scraps after. So it's 40 plus 30 plus that. And yeah, that's the end of it for now. And this is the sort of thing that makes me really glad that I didn't use the 90-minute one, because as you can see, we still have 30 minutes of our 30 minutes, our second 30-minute one. So we've only really took us, let's say, 45 minutes to actually do this, which is actually what I said how long it would take it, which is actually pretty interesting. But yeah, I'm glad I didn't do that at least. So we have that to use in the future if we ever need to, and we also have this one left over, which I'll send back in a little bit. But we also have a sturdy steel key, which I'm probably just going to send over and hoard like I do. But yeah, that's the deeds of the Lowlands done. At least all the ones we had unlocked, and the one that actually showed deed. What was it? Deeds of the Lowlands. We've done all the ones. These 3, which are then like, you know, we had to do 8 for Slayer and all the 4 different Explorer deeds for this one and stuff like that. So yeah, it literally says 4 out of 4. And then however many quests we had to do, 45 in total to do that. So yeah, we've done all that. Maybe there's another one. I'll have to look into it. I don't think there is. But I just kind of want to actually see what we got out of this in terms of virtues. Because we got marks. I'll also want to put how many marks we got. I want to put, like, how many marks we got, how many, how many marks we got, and how many LOTRO points we got today. That'll be interesting. But I also want to see what virtues we got. So we got fidelity. Well, we got fidelity, which I think put us up 1 rank, which means we're currently at 3. It'll say 4, because it's like, oh, if you unlock this, you'd get 4. We've got to confidence 3, which it looks like, you know, these 2 gave us 1 each. We got wisdom 6, which is pretty interesting, except not really useful to us too much. Stay still key and all that. We also looks like we got charity 5, compassion 3. We also have idealism 4. Yep. So those are all fine. Those gave us 1 each. We got those ages ago, that means. Discipline 4. Honesty 2. Valor 4. Which looks like we just got 1, 2, 3, 4 out of those, and we just had 0 at the beginning. Honor 3. Honesty 2 again. Fortitude 4. Mercy 4 as well. So clicking here, we now have a ton of these at decent levels, and now we have all these areas unlocked, like Rivendell and stuff. That's also good because we can unlock all these other places, or all these other ones which previously I couldn't, which will be really useful to us. So as I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on my main account, or my main character, who is also a hunter, if you didn't know. And I'm going to look at what my my virtues are for that guy, transfer them over because they are pretty, you know, synonymous with being a hunter. But I think actually I needed honesty, and I didn't have honesty on my main. I think it's honesty, or it might be innocence. One of the two, and I didn't have it on my main because I just haven't done it yet, or whatever. But yeah, I think it's honesty for some reason. I don't know, might not be. But yeah, I'll be able to transfer those over, work with them, and now that we've got all these areas unlocked, as I said, like Rivendell and all those areas, we'll be able to unlock further ones which I previously couldn't, and hopefully get this character working a bit better, a bit more health. I need to sort out my armor still, and all that, but we're going to get back onto the epic quest in the next episode. I swear to you, that will happen. And now that we have this double XP thing, VIP bonus thing, that's going to be nice. So for the next 111,663 experience, we get double XP. So that's always nice. So as I said, I'll put up how many marks we got, how many LOTRO points we got up today, and that should have already been on screen anyway. And I will see you in the next episode where hopefully I'm a bit less stuffy and we can get back onto the epic quest line. Hopefully, over that we'll do some crafting, because I think I need to do some crafting weaponsmith stuff. But that might come a little later. I might try and get myself some weaponsmith scroll cases and open those up as well. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.